Hey guys, so I am back with another video, and I know it's been weeks since I've done another a video, and I'm excited to get another one up. Christmas and Thanksgiving, these past couple weeks have just been so hectic. I have not had time to do anything, but this haul is going to be my Christmas haul. It's going to be books I got myself, books I got for Christmas, book outlet haul, and I have a few items that are not books, but they are book related. I'm going to show you those. So let's get started because I don't want this to be like an hour-long video. So I will get started. I got a few movies. I got The Hunger Games and Catching Fire. I love these movies. And then I got If I Stay, the book by Gail Forman. Love this movie. Love the actors in this movie. I got the soundtrack to Mockingjay Part 1. I haven't listened to these songs, so I'm not sure how I'm going to like it, but I'm pretty sure I will. And then I got some bookmarks. There's one, I like big books, I cannot lie. And this one's Eat, Sleep, Read, of course. That's all I do. And then I got a couple of these. They're like magnets, so I'm assuming to keep them, let them stay in the book better. I'm not too sure how that works, but anyways, I got a couple of those. And now I'm going to get to the books that I bought myself from half price, and I think I bought a book from Target. And this first book I have is a book I bought on my Kindle, and I read like the first 50 pages, and I wanted to pick it back up, but I just haven't because I'm reading another book. It's called Wallbanger by Alice Clayton. It's a new adult content, not for young adults. And it's just about a girl who lives in this apartment, and her neighbor is quite loud when he has company over, specifically female company, around 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And so that's as far as I've gotten, and it's pretty hilarious so far, so I'm actually liking this. The next book I have is a new adult book as well. It's the second book in a series, and it's Jodi Ellen Malpaz's One Night Denied. The first book is called One Night Promised. I read it back in September, November-ish, and I loved it, and it was a cliffhanger, so I had to pick it up, and I will eventually read this. I'm excited to read it. I'm not going to read the synopsis because I haven't read it yet. This next book I have is, I had a copy already. I bought a new copy because it was signed in the book, in half-price books, so I got it. I gave my sister the other copy because she's starting to read more. And it's Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. And it is signed. The second book I have signed by her. So it's a new adult book. I can't wait for her. She's got another book coming out in a couple days called Never Never, and I cannot wait to read it. The next book I have is called Nowhere But Here by Renee Carlino, and I read her Sweet Thing book. Absolutely loved it. And this I don't know too much about because I just recently come across it, and I know it's one of her new releases, but I love this cover. It's smooth and a little rough down here. I can't wait to read it. Contemporary, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And the next book I have is a new release also, and it's by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's quite a heavy book for being such a small book, but it's called Wicked, and I highly enjoyed this book. I actually quite loved it. So I'm ready to pick up the second one when it comes out in the summer time. But yep, and all I have to say is when in this book, I'm excited for the next one. Okay, the next books I'm gonna get into are for Christmas, the books I got for Christmas, and my sister bought me the box set of Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I haven't read any of them. I've seen the first movie, I haven't seen the second one, so I'm pretty excited to get into these. Okay, And the next books I got off of Book Outlet. So I'm going to go through those. The first one I have is Story of Us by Deb Letty. Like I said, some of these books I have no idea what they're about. But this is a contemporary. I loved her other books. I have a couple of them. I can't think of which ones right now, but I can't wait to pick this one up. Next one I've seen on Book Outlet several times when I've been on there, and it's Pivot Point by Casey West, and I've read her The Distance Between Us and On the Fence, and I love them, and I can't wait to pick up this one. The next book I have is Forbidden, and I have no idea how to pronounce her name, but again, I don't know much about it, but it's supposed to be pretty dark subjects talked about in this book, so I'm excited. The next book is the book I'm currently reading, and it's called Clipped Wings, and this is Inked Armor. And these are new adult books, I believe, more of a older adult content, but right now I'm reading the Clipped Wings, the first one. It's about a girl named Tinley and a guy named Hayden. Is that his name? Yeah, Hayden. And Hayden's a tattoo artist, and Tinley wants a tattoo, and they both have dark past, and some conflicting things are happening. So right now I'm almost done with it, so I'm excited to finish this. The next two books I have are by Abby Grimes, and the first one is Misbehaving, and the next one is Rush Too Far, and this is like the fourth book. Rosemary Beach, I've read forever, Fallen Too Far, Never Too Far, so I'm excited, and let me say, this cover I absolutely love. And this is, I think, the sixth book in the Seabreeze, I think. There are so many books, and I have most of them back there, and I can't wait to read them all. The next book I have is The Promise of Amazing by Robin Constantine. Again, don't know what it's about. It's a contemporary, that's all I know. So, I like this cover. And the last book I got from Book Outlet is Elegy. I think that's how you say it. I'm not too sure. But this is the second book in the Hereafter series. I had the first, the Hereafter. I did it in a haul a couple of weeks ago, and it's by Tara Hudson. Again, I'm not going to read the synopsis because it's the second one. I have yet to read the first one. So, and I love these covers. The next books that I got for Christmas. My parents bought these for me. I have Red Rising by Pierce Brown. And let's just look at him for just a second. I don't know what this is about. I know most of these books I don't know what they're about, but I'm excited to pick it up. And I know the second one is coming out this year. Don't know when this year, but anyways, the next book I have is Red Hill by Jamie McGuire. I love her Beautiful Disaster series, and I know this is I'm not too sure what this is about. I don't know, but it's by Jamie McGuire. I know it's gonna be good. The next book I have is the third book in a series in the, what is this series called? The Grisha Trilogy, and it's Ruin and Rising. I've read the first one, Shadow and Bone, and I loved it. I read a couple of pages of Siege and Storm. I don't know why I put it down. I did though, and I have yet to pick it back up, and I'm going to eventually. The next book I have is Scandal by Sarah Auckler, and all I know about this is a girl named Lucy is caught kissing her best friend's boyfriend, and it's caught on camera, and it's put on some media site where everybody can see it, hence the word scandal. And that's all I know about it. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that's about. The next book I have, I've already owned. I own the paperback version, but I found this hardback version or copy, and it's Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry. And I have the Dare You 2 in hardback, so I wanted to get both of them in hardback because I'm going to buy the other ones in hardback. And I read it already and loved it. So the next book I have is another Abby Glines book, and it's Because of Low. It's the second book in the Sea Breeze series. I don't know how many there are. I think Misbehaving is the last one that just recently came out. Contemporary book. Next one I have is Sweet Little Thing by Renee Carlino. It's the novella to Sweet Thing. And I read them both and I absolutely love them. And this cover is just amazing. I like how simple it is, and it was such a good book. I loved it. Alright, this next book will probably be on my list of top 10 of 2014, and it's Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. And I did a review on it if you want to look on my channel, and you can watch it. But contemporary book, and it was so good. Oh my goodness, and I was in tears because it was so good. I loved it. The next book I read as well, and it's a contemporary book, and it's called Making Faces by Amy Harmon. I love this book. It was so sad. Oh my goodness. But it's about a young guy named Ambrose Young, and he's the, popular, handsome, good-looking jock that is so popular in school. Everybody wants to date him, meet him, has all the friends around him, and one day he decides he's going to join the army. So he asks all of his buddies, his close, I think 4 friends, if they'll join the army with him, and the 5 of them go off, but only one comes back, and it goes through the struggles of him not being pretty anymore because he was in a pretty serious accident. And I highly recommend it. Pick it up, read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. The next book I have is the last book, and I read it as well, and it's a contemporary, I think, and it's Jennifer L. Armentrout's Don't Look Back. I love this book. It was so good. I did not expect it to be what it was, and this is about a girl who wakes up in the middle of nowhere, doesn't know who she is, has no recollection of anything, and she goes back home and she realizes she has a boyfriend, but her best friend is still missing, and her best friend went missing when she went missing, but she has not come back, and she's trying to remember things to help find her best friend. And it goes on to show, there's romance, and it is so good. It's so good. Jennifer Armentrout is so good. I cannot exaggerate how good. That was a lot of books. I hope you enjoy. I know it's still a little rough. I'm still trying to get used to doing these videos. I hope I do not go weeks again without doing another video, but I hope you guys enjoy. Please subscribe and comment on any of the books. I hope you guys have a happy new year, and thanks for watching, guys.